Okay, so this is Let My Love Open the Door, and I'm going to play it through, all the way through from beginning to end, and then we're going to break it down piece by piece. So, when everybody keeps repeating that you'll never fall in love, and everybody keeps retreating, but you can't seem to get enough, let my love open the door. Let my love open the door. Let my love open the door to your heart, to your heart. When everything seems all over and everybody seems unkind, I'll give you a four-leaf clover and take worry out of your mind. Let my love open the door. Let my love open the door. Let my love open the door to your heart, to your heart. I have the key to your heart that'll stop you from falling apart. Try today, you'll find this way. Come on and give me a chance to say, let my love open the door. It's all you're searching for. Release yourself from misery. There's only one thing that'll set you free. That's my love. Let my love open the door. When tragedy befalls you, don't let it get you down. Love can't cure your problem, and you're so lucky I'm around. Let my love open the door. Let my love open the door. Let my love open the door to your heart. To your heart. Couple different sections to the song. The main part is G, with a four-finger G, to D, and you'll notice I do not lift my ring finger to go from the four-finger G to D, to C add 9. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar with C add 9, that's your ring finger on the second string of the third fret, your index finger on the fourth string of the second fret, and your middle finger on the fifth string of the third fret, and you play the bottom 5 strings. Now, the rhythm of that goes like this: 1, 2, 3. 2 beats for G, 2 for D, and then 4 for C add 9. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, that's kind of the bones of it, but you got to kind of lean into that D a little bit. Actually, I'll take it back. You really lean into the C add 9, and you'll notice I very often do that with an upstroke, right? Even the G, I'll do that. Now, to that end, you have to really not be afraid of doing open string transitional strums, right? Like that. Right, so like my last strum on my G is basically an open string strum, right? Except I keep my ring finger down. So that creates a little connective tissue between the chords. However, those are the verse chords, but then when you go into the chorus, you go to E minor, D, and C. Or C add 9 if you like, but I like to have the variation of C. So let my love open the door. And as usual, you want to think in terms of finding your chord changes with your vocal, right? So let my love, my is on E minor, open, D is on open, and then door is on C. Let my love open the door. Let me say you do that 3 times. Let my love open the door to your heart. And on the word heart, you go back to the main part, which is D, C, F, 9. So that's the first 2 verses, but then after the second verse, you go into a bridge which starts on E minor, which you hold for 8 beats, followed by A minor for 8 beats, followed by C for 8 beats. And you can go to D, but you may have noticed I did something a little weird there. I took my C chord and I just slid it up 2 frets, which works if you want a little bit of a dreamier feel to D. I've looked up this chord. Every time I look it up, by the time I figure out what it's actually called, I don't care anymore. I just call it the Dreamy D. But if you want to look it up, let me know what it is in the comments. You can tell me. But you can also, if you want to get a little extra dreamy, you can put your pinky down on the first string of the 5th fret. I like to do that the second time around because on that bridge you do that whole sequence, E minor, A minor, C, and D twice. At which point you go back to the chorus, which actually this time around you play the verse chords for a round of the chorus. After you've done the chorus after the bridge, then you do one more verse, followed by one more chorus, followed by what we'll call a post-chorus, which is the to your heart part, right? To your heart, to your heart. And I just kind of, I leave an unresolved ending there on the C, but if you want, you could resolve on a G chord like that. And the last thing I'll mention is that I like to start this song, as you probably noticed from the demo, in a rubato style, which means that I kind of, there isn't really a beat that I'm adhering to yet. I'm kind of feeling my way through the chord changes, which is not a bad way to start a song, especially if you're feeling a little nervous. It's maybe your first song, as this song is for many people. So you just kind of feel your way through the chord changes with the vocals. So when people keep repeating, you can kind of take your time that way. So that's just something to try. But that's Let My Love Open the Door.